If you're wondering what to eat in Kanazawa, you're in the right place. This video is a countdown of 8 must-try dishes that I personally enjoyed, plus a bonus pick and a few things I wish I tried. These aren't just tourist favorites, these are the meals that left an impression on me, the ones that I'm still thinking about. Some are fancy, some are humble, but all of them are uniquely Kanazawa. My name is Mizhelle, you're watching Tokyo Pass 3, and these are my top picks for Kanazawa Eats. Number 8, Hanton rice. Okay, we're starting with something a little quirky, Hanton rice. It's basically omurice topped with fried seafood like shrimp or whitefish and drizzled with ketchup and tartar sauce. I had mine at a place called Yusura over in Nishichaya. It was nostalgic and filling, but I'm putting it at number 8 because, to be honest, it's quite similar to regular omurice. Still, it's fun to try since it's one of those dishes that's pretty much specific to Kanazawa. Think of it as comfort food with a local twist. Number 7, gold leaf ice cream. Yes, it's touristy. Yes, it's a little gimmicky, but I mean, how can I not include it? Kanazawa is famous for gold leaf production, and one of the most photogenic ways to experience that is gold leaf soft serve ice cream. You can find this in several spots in Kanazawa, but the one I had was at Hakuichi in Higashichaya. And yep, it's literally ice cream with a sheet of gold leaf. It tasted like paper, really, but the ice cream itself was pretty good. It's kind of a fun thing to try, especially if it's your first time in Kanazawa. Plus, it looks great in photos. Number 6, Kanazawa Oden. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Kanazawa Oden is different from your typical oden in a few ways. First, the broth is lighter and clearer, often made with kelp and bonito but without the heavy soy sauce base. It also includes unique ingredients like baigai or sea snails and kurumafu or wheel-shaped wheat gluten. I had mine at Amatsubo, which also specializes in seasonal seafood, and it was one of my favorite meals of the trip. It goes really well with a glass of beer. Number 5, crab. Kanazawa is crab central, especially during winter. You'll see snow crab everywhere, but what I really want to highlight is something called kanimen. It's the stuffed shell of a female snow crab, often filled with crab meat, kanimiso or tamale, and sometimes even egg. It's packed with umami. These are usually available in oden restaurants, so I also had this at Amatsubo, and it was served fresh on top of a small grill. It was so full of flavor, definitely not to be missed if you're into seafood. Number 4, Kingyoan Cafe. Okay, this isn't a specific dish, but a place, and honestly, I just loved it. Kingyoan is this incredibly atmospheric cafe tucked in Higashichaya. It's Taisho era themed, and if you know your Japanese history, Taisho era is the short period in Japan from 1912 to 1926 when Western fashion, art, and architecture began mixing with traditional Japanese culture. This is the period in Japan when kisaten or traditional coffee shops truly flourished. Kingyoan has this dreamy atmosphere from the ambience to the food. I recommend trying the Haikara punch, which is a fruit punch topped with round glass-like jelly marbles, and Siberia, which is red bean jelly sandwiched between slices of Castella sponge cake. And yes, this is something you see in Studio Ghibli's The Wind Rises. There's a bunch of other things that you can order here, and I highly recommend stopping by when you're in the area. Number 3, noto beef. Kanazawa isn't just about seafood. Noto beef is the local wagyu, and it's delicious. I tried it 2 ways, as a steak bowl at Kanazawa Niku Shokudo and as gyukatsu, a breaded and lightly fried beef cutlet at Kyoto Katsugyu. The second one is a Kyoto-based chain restaurant, but they offer a noto beef set in their Kanazawa location. Both were amazing. The meat is rich and buttery, and if you've only ever tried Kobe or Matsuzaka beef, noto beef is a great one to add to the list. Number 2, jibuni. This one surprised me. Jibuni is traditional Kanazawa stew made with duck or chicken, wheat flour, vegetables, and a thick soy-based broth. I had mine as part of a breakfast set at Kenrokute, a restaurant inside Kenrokuen Garden. And honestly, it was one of the most peaceful meals I've ever had. The restaurant gave me a window seat overlooking the garden with morning light pouring in, no crowds, just this exquisite course meal that comes with jibini and soft, fluffy rice. If you are visiting Kenrokuen early in the day, this is the perfect way to start. And here it is, my number one food in Kanazawa, nodoguro or black throat sea perch. This fish is buttery, rich, and deeply flavorful. Think Wagyu of the sea. I tried it two ways, as sushi at Omicho Market, where it was lightly torched and it just melted in my mouth. And then as nodoguro meshi at a restaurant called Itaru. Now, this dish is special. It's a whole bowl of rice topped with grilled nodoguro, and you're supposed to eat it in 4 steps. You divide the rice into 4 quadrants, and the first quadrant you just eat as is. The second, you add some seasoning. The third, you pour in some dashi to make it ochadsuke. And lastly, you just eat it however you like. Itaru is popular, so be prepared to wait. But the experience and the taste are absolutely worth it. Honestly, I wish I had the time and budget to try shioyaki nodoguro, which is like the whole fish, lightly salted and grilled. But those meals cost around 10,000 yen, and it's part of a course meal, which is a little bit too much for solo dining. So maybe next time when I'm with someone. Before I wrap up, here's my bonus recommendation. If you're staying near the Nagamachi area, start your day with breakfast at Hirami Pan. It's a bakery cafe in a renovated old schoolhouse, and the vibe is unbeatable. Lots of locals, great coffee, and excellent bread. And as for what I missed and still want to try next time, I have 3. Number 1 is white gyoza, which is available at Dainana Gyoza no Mise. They serve it steamed and pan-fried, and it's super famous, but it's a little bit out of the way, so I couldn't go last time. Number 2 is shioyaki nodoguro, which I mentioned earlier. I'm still dreaming about it. It sounds really good. And number 3, I'm really curious about jibuni udon, which is just jibuni on top of udon, and I think it's a cute twist on the classics too. So that's my Kanazawa food list. If you're planning a trip, I hope this gives you some ideas beyond the usual sushi and seafood. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you love eating, or if you've tried any of my recommendations. Now, if you're pressed for time and only want to see the highlights of Kanazawa, click subscribe if you haven't, because the next video in the series is about my top 10 recommendations. This has been Mizhelle for Tokyo Pass 3. Remember to travel slow and with intention. See you in the next video. Bye!